I got to the age of 55, and it was then that things were starting to unravel. That was the year 2000, and really the writing was on the wall. It was really a matter of time.
Everyone had a loyalty, a sense of belonging, and no one ever dreamt that such a day would dawn when Mitsubishi would shut the doors.
To start with, we'd been facing this for quite a few years, since the 90s, and it does get depressing, it does get you down, especially when you're dealing with people and you've just finished a deal or something, but maybe you'll be closed. It was always thrown in at the tail end of things, and that tended to dishearten you a bit.
They keep saying, soon Mitsubishi will close, soon Cat and Sew will close, right? And then I said, I don't believe it. I said, because they've been telling this to us last year. They've been telling this to us 2 years ago, 3 years ago. And I said, I don't believe it. I just believe it when it happened.
For some people it was fairly disturbing. When they started to cut back, they offered redundancy packages, which were very good. So a lot of people opted for them, but other people they'd sort of been really entrenched to work, so they continued with their service with Mitsubishi.
It did affect us in the canteen, as Steve said. The morale was very low, and of course people weren't spending money on food. We, being a bit older, we were in a different situation than the young people with young children, mortgages.
I was in a role, I guess, where planning with and on the horizon. Once we'd launched, you'd see every day, and not to see anything on that horizon, and it was out of control. At the end of the day, I guess the thing is, all those years prior, everything was within your control. To make something, to deliver something, to get something off was always out within our own control.
Probably felt a little bit insecure just knowing that I've got car and house and family and that to sort of look after, so that was probably my first concern. Some people were stoked, excellent, I'll get to do something different, get out of the factory, but it's never anything secure, when you get told that. I thought it was, it's a secure sort of job and I was safe there, but yeah, it wasn't to be.
Leaving Mitsubishi was one of the hardest decisions I've ever had to make. Look, I put my everything into that company, and I felt very attached to it, I guess. Attached to it in many ways, in what it was able to provide me over many years, but also the friendships, the support, but also the sense of being, having grown up with the plant and what we're able to achieve with it.
The shape of manufacturing is changing, and South Australia has been changing. We've got to go for niche markets, stuff that can't be done because of the geographical situation with China. So this is where some of the automotive thinking is handy. If that's applied, we can do some good things in manufacturing now, and that will be a legacy of Mitsubishi, the fact that there is this diaspora of people that come from there that have now gone out into these industries and are doing some good things out there. For a lot of people, it was traumatic. Losing a job anytime is a traumatic thing. And there are a number of people who've entered retirement not quite ready, and it's obviously is hurting them, because when you are thrown into unemployment at age 50 from a relatively high paying job, it's not a very good situation to be in, regardless of if you get a year's pay or not. It's only a year of time. 51, 52, what's the difference?
I said, for my age, I said, I'm not getting any younger. Can I still work in a factory? And also, I said, if I will work in a factory, can I still cope? Because first, the people that I work with, I really get along very well. It's like a family environment. We get along very well, and we've been friends for 12 years. And then I said, but what can you do? Life, you have to move on.
Word went around that everybody was going to get a payout. And I thought, that's made it so a lot easier for us. a lot easier, you know. And then the word was, no, you're not going to get it. So it was this roller coaster of, are we going to get the payment or is he not going to get the payment? And about 2 days before Mitsubishi closed, he was told, yes, you will get your payment. And it was the union that said, that I think there was only 3 guys that were retirement age out of the whole of Mitsubishi that would not have got a payment. And it was Mitsubishi that said, everybody will get the payment.
So you really didn't get much time to think about it, but Mitsubishi helped in that way though, financially as well, and I got all the help I could get. Gave me heaps of confidence too, because I had nothing. It was like, whoa, you know, out there you had to go to the real world. And I think doing that with the encouragement from Mitsubishi and what they offered financially and helping us get trained in new fields was really excellent, really excellent.
Any course I wanted to do, they said, yep, we'll pay for it all, yep, no worries. And that was, yeah, probably the best thing, like, that helped probably to move on. Not just, you know, here's your package, see you later. They sort of, you know, help you with courses. And yeah, I'd done like a truck, front end loader, forklift, work zone traffic management, chainsaw and all this. And yeah, they sort of, yeah, pretty much put me through all the courses and funded it all for me. So that was good because I didn't have anything like that before I started at Mitsy's. Didn't have any cards or, you know, nothing to fall back on as such. So yeah, it was good like that in a way, I guess, yeah. Yeah, definitely the training definitely helped me because when I got the truck and I got my forklift as well and the front end loader, I got a job pretty much straight away using them 3 things. So it was good to sort of get the experience because I only just got the license. It was good to sort of get the experience with that as well, like using them at the same job. But yeah, I was sort of with them for a while and lucky to get into the council. So yeah, I can sort of use it in the council as well. Yeah.
I had a rest for a while and I'm just finding it hard to get back to full-time work. I had to join a recruitment company for some jobs. I've had to do a resume. I've never had a resume in my life. I've always just done cold calling, knocked on the door and they've hired me. This time it's a recruitment company that will tell you whether you're suitable when they don't know you. I've heard of layoffs from us, you know, like a local one down the road where they do the mirrors and things like that, a section had closed down and yeah, just in general, it's, you know, it's just been a wave all through the place.
Towards the end, I think I was the 7th to last to leave out of 1,000 odd people. So it was quite a journey. We had a lot of farewell lunches and farewell dinners over an 18-month period. Saw a lot of good people say goodbye, you know, to an employer that had looked after them for a long time.
Mitsubishi was pretty much a family for everyone who worked there. You had everything there. You had advancement in career. You had so much to learn, so much to give. It was a very fulfilling career.
From a career perspective, it exceeded anything I could have ever imagined, and Mitsubishi provided the training for it and the opportunities. So I had a very good 24 years at Mitsubishi.
I developed some real friendships at Mitsubishi. Largely great bunch of guys, and even though it's difficult with just everyday kids and jobs and this and that, yeah, I will always try to keep tabs on as many people as possible because it's just a good network of people.
Reminiscing now, even though I still come to work every day at the old Mitsubishi site. Reminiscing, it was great. I mean, you know, to walk into a place and, you know, basically know hundreds of people. It was a bit like going to school. You remember the good old days where you go to school and say, yeah, I know everyone, say hi to everyone. It was the same here.
With its closure, I think Adelaide lost some of its character, some of its culture and some of its heart.
My fears overall is jobs that we'll never get back. It would have been nice if our local industry was protected a bit more from imports. Not being politician, I don't know the whole facts there, but it's just seems strange we're losing so much industry to overseas, and more people get employed by it. You know, these jobs will never be replaced by people in Australia, and it just seems such a shame to lose jobs that way.
Mitsubishi Motors was a damn cool company.
They cared for the employees.
The company was quite keen on training its employees.
Whenever we were given a task, we'd get it done.